We got Sean in from Libertine. They've got their mac and cheese. We just tried it. Your thoughts, Jeff?
Sweet and spicy and balanced with a good balance, like a sweet and spicy with really good balance.
And then there's something in it that I've heard it before, but I don't know if I've ever had it. And is it pronounced Taki, Sean?
Takis, yes, correct.
Okay. And Taki is some sort of spicy pepper tortilla chip?
Yeah, with a little bit of lime in there as well.
Yeah, and this is big in Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I Googled it, it says in Fuego.
Fuego.
It's kind of big here, too. I mean, like people be eating some Takis. I mean, people like Takis.
Yeah, I've just never had them.
I've never had them either.
And I feel like I see them at most stores when you're out there.
Yeah, I mean, you go any grocery store is going to have Takis, and it's one of those ones where I look at it and I give it the long look, and I know that a lot of people eat them. I'm like, how come I haven't tried those? But then I always gravitate towards like what I know, you know.
Then you grab a bag of Cheetos and call it a day.
Yeah, exactly.
We're talking about the Mac and Cheese Fest, June 8th.
Mac and cheese, mac and cheese.
Avila Beach Golf Resorts.
But now that I've had Takis on macaroni and cheese, I'm willing to make the leap. Oh, no.
Not the pork.
You know, there's so many people have brought in mac and cheese, and I've been to all 8 of the. Oh no, I haven't. I've missed one, but I've been to 7 of the 8, and I've had a lot of different mac and cheese. I've had crab mac and cheese with Dungeness crab and sweet corn, and I've had the spare rib, the pulled pork, the tri-tip, the lobster, the fried macaroni and cheese sticks. I've never had this kind of mac and cheese, and I feel every year everybody's kind of doing something a little bit different. But this is like, there's an ingredient in your mac and cheese that I've never had a mac and cheese before, and it kills in this dish. Do you want to talk about your ingredients in the mac and cheese? You're not holding anything close to your chest?
I figured the more I talk about it now, if anybody replicates it, I could come back and be like, I talked about it first.
Yes. Pineapple. What made you think to put pineapple in your mac and cheese?
We were working on the recipe. It had a bit of spice to it, and we had some fresh pineapple sitting right there, and like, hey, let's toss this in there and see what happens. And then, next thing you know, we loved it. We made some fresh pineapple salsa, and threw it in there, and then added a little bit of coconut cheese, and it just all seemed to balance itself out and work really well together.
Where does one get coconut cheese?
Actually, I got it through Le Vignier on an Paso winery out there.
Le Vignier up there, yeah, because they do they got a whole cheese
the whole thing.
section.
So I reached out to Cindy, who runs their cheese program. It's like, hey, I need some coconut cheese.
And they had it.
They had it.
I wouldn't even have known that coconut cheese exists.
No, I mean, I've heard of coconut milk, and this is what, cheese from coconut milk?
Yeah,
is that the
there's
deal?
a few other things in there, but yeah, I believe mainly coconut milk.
Huh. I guess you could have rice cheese then, from rice milk.
Yeah, I mean.
Or almond milk, almond cheese.
Oh, no.
Almond.
Well, now I'm very curious about. Now I love cheese as it is.
But the coconut with the pineapple, beachside vibe out at Avila Beach, likely to be a hot day because it's June, and but not overbearingly hot. It will have that it's mac and cheese that you could take to the beach, which many mac and cheeses you can't say that about mac and cheese because it's a heavy.
Right.
And we learned from last year, it was so hot out there, and it was just like, there was a lot of barbecue-inspired macaronis, which was great, but we wanted to try and get something out there that when people are, you keep kind of getting the same flavor, then you hit them with this, and it's a little shock and awe.
Yeah. Sean's here from the Libertine. Are you guys going to be pouring any of your beers out there?
We will. We'll be doing 2
The
beers.
Wild Ales?
Yes, we are.
I love the Edna Valley. Or just the Edna, right?
Edna.
Yeah. Have you had the Edna,
Just
Jeff?
Edna.
No, I have not.
Oh, it's a gateway sour beer,
That's
I
great.
think.
It's such an easy
It's not
drinker.
over the top. It's just, it's a pounder.
Slightly tart. I wouldn't
If
even
you
call
like
it sour.
cider, I think you'll love this beer. So, last year, Greg Wongard won again.
Yes.
He brought a smoked Jack and Coke, I think is what he did. He did smoke the Coke syrup and then made this, are you guys going to be pairing one of your beers with this awesome mac and cheese?
We are. We haven't quite figured out which one. We haven't decided on one yet.
Right.
We're gonna have 2 beers, so we'll have one that's gonna pair with this, and then we'll probably bring our Pacific Ocean Blue Goza, which is one of our flagship beers in house. Just another one, kind of like Edna, just real.
What's
easy.
a Goza?
Goza is beer that actually infuses salt water into the recipe.
Oh, okay.
So we actually source water from the beach or from the oceans, and then use it in this beer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit of lemon zest in there. Real easy drinker, low ABV, perfect for a beach day.
Sounds really good. So June 8th, the Mac and Cheese Fest. You can save
source
$10
water from the Pacific Ocean. Just walk out there with a bucket and then carry it back to.
Yeah, of course. I mean, what other way is there?
wash out a milk jug.
Yeah, I mean, you
I'm sure it's a little more technical than that.
Bring a funnel.
strain it. You just got to watch out which beach or which pier you're going to.
It's funny. I had a friend that it was in a cocktail competition, and he went literally down to Morro Bay, went north of the Rock, and went out and just grabbed some seawater and brought it back to it. Put it. I go, and then I'm sitting there tasting this thing. I'm like, when am I going to get? Am I going to get out of
No,
seaworms?
because I'll tell you what. Okay, it's the biggest body of water on the planet. Everything dilutes, and like Sean said, as long as you're not hanging out by the creek in Avila getting your water, you're fine.
And we're cooking it down. We're going to boil it, so we're going to cook out.
What does the besides being the cool factor of saying we actually used some water from Cayucas in this goza? Like, what does it do?
Well, the salt content is true to form, so you're not like buying salt and adding it into.
Okay.
And this is what salt
True
water,
sea salt.
This is true sea salt. So, and it's so intense with the. I mean, you've tried seawater before. I mean,
Well, fortunately, we all probably
the water and got
we
some
ever
in there,
yeah.
and it's salty, and it's.
I had a tasting once.
You sit around and drink glass of salt water.
Some people brought me a little taster from Cayucas. And then there was a Cambria one, and then a Lompoc one. Don't stay away from the Lompoc one.
Yeah, definitely. But it's just the flavor and helps intensify the beer.
Whatever happened? Remember, sea salt was all the rage for like 5 years ago. Now it's this pink Himalayan salt.
For me,
it's like, what's
still
the
the
next
rage.
salt going to be?
For me, sea salt's still the rage.
I got this big thing of sea salt, Mike. I got it at
sea salt.
Costco. It's just sitting there.
Smoked salmon, sea salt, it's all.
Well, good luck to you, Sean.
Thank
This
you.
is a really good mac and cheese. Look forward to it at the event coming up on Saturday, June the 8th at the Avila Beach Golf Resort. We'll be stretched out there on the 18th fairway, and you'll be able to eat all these great mac and cheeses, including this one. Have you decided what you're going to call it? Jeff already came up with the name.
Well, I think we're going to roll with that one. Orange is the new Mac.
Yeah.
Orange is the new
Because
mac.
the Takis. And if you watch Orange is the New Black,
You'll get it. You'll get it.
You'll get it.
You'll get it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Stop by Libertine. They're downtown San Luis Obispo, Broad Street and Pacific.
Correct.
And you can get in, try the coffee. I noticed you brought some of that in today. They're doing their own coffee now, and of course all their beers, food. And what's the website if people want to check it out online?
Libertinebrewing.com.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.